Okay. Hey, Rebecca. All right, let me give you control here. I'm going to make you my co-host. Pilot to co-pilot. Okay. Hi, everybody. We've got the live stream on Facebook. And let's see, my notes. This will be interesting to see if my notes have actually opened. They have not opened. Technology is happening right now. It is challenging me. Hi, everybody. It's Crystal Lynn. And I'm really happy to be here today talking to you all about this thing called prosperity. And as new and aspiring spiritual life coaches, there are a lot of things that you want to create for yourself. You want to be a great coach. You want to have have work that supports you. So you want your divine coaching business to thrive, and you want financial success. And prosperity is going to have you covered. Now, I need just a little itsy bitsy moment. Uh-oh, what's going on? Technology right now is acting really wacky. Let's see, Rebecca, why are you okay? Is that your technology or is that my technology? Did I throw you out because I got disconnected somehow? Because maybe I'm not live streaming anymore. Hold on. Let's see. Am I still live? No, it says was live. This is my technology. Rebecca.
Hey, Crystalline, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, I got disconnected and you're still not live in Facebook.
Yeah, because, yeah, whoops. Yeah, because something's wrong with my technology. My apologies about that, darling. Thank you for letting me know. Let me try to go live again. Yeah, this is my technology that's misbehaving. Oh, help me. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Command C. And right here, paste. Share to your group. League of Badass Butterflies. Go live. Rebecca, did I make you the host, co-host?
Not yet since I got logged out.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
try it again.
now.
Okay, and it looks like, so this looks pretty good.
Yep, you're already live.
It says I'm live. Okay, great. Go ahead and tag everybody and let's see if we can. Although it doesn't look like there's a picture in there, okay? It says, it looks like there's, I'm not sure that I'm actually showing up and I don't know that anybody can hear me.
You're showing up fine and
Okay,
can
okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. It still doesn't seem, okay. So Rebecca, on Facebook, you can actually see me because,
yep, I can.
okay, cool. Then I'm gonna relax.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So I just let Leanne into the room, so we're good. Hey, I'm so glad that you all are here and have joined us. Rebecca, did you tag at everybody? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so Crystalline is having some technology issues, but I think they are under control. We've been live now for actually 1 whole minute, and I guess everything is working okay. So welcome to the League of Badass Butterflies, everyone. I'm so happy that you have been able to, that you've joined us today. I'm really excited to talk to you about today's topic, which is the 5 key prosperity mindset shifts you need to make in order to leave your 9-to-5 job. And this is going to be really important for everyone, whether you have a 9-to-5 job, or if you're retired, or if you are a stay-at-home mom. Because what we're talking about is what it means to be prosperous and how that is going to be really important for you in your business, okay? So what I want to start off by asking you to do, please, is to, in the comments, please let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. Please just in the comments type in #live or #replay. All right. Also, we have a workbook, a beautiful workbook available for you to use today for this week. So if you want to get that workbook in the comments, go ahead and type in the words mindset, the word mindset. Okay. All right, so my notes are acting weird on my computer, so I've got thank God, I've got my cell phone here. So I'll be looking down to kind of keep track of what I'm supposed to be talking about. So first thing that I want to do is introduce myself. My name is Crystal Lynn Bell, and I am Badass Butterfly. I am a certified spiritual life coach, and I have been a certified spiritual life coach for about 11 years now. About 5 years ago, maybe actually about 7 years ago, I started finally getting the hang of building my own business, and I started creating a mentorship and a business building program for new and aspiring spiritual life coaches. And so what I do now mostly, I do have private clients that I see that are just wanting spiritual coaching from me. But I also work with women like you who want to be certified spiritual life coaches. You want to have a divine coaching business. You want to work for yourself, but maybe you don't know how to do that. You don't know where to start. You know you have spiritual gifts to offer people, but maybe you just don't know how to get started, right? Well, I've got a wonderful program that helps you build your business. It gets you certified. It gets you set up with a program that you create yourself, your very own healing and transformational program. And I help you build out your entire business so that you are prepared to make your first $50,000 in your first year in business. Okay. So that's what I do. That's who I am. And today, with all that kind of being said, what I want for you is to be a certified life coach who is really, really good at what she does, but who is also very well supported by her divine coaching business. And when I say supported, I mean that your beautiful coaching gifts, your ability to help people heal and transform, that is coming through into the world in a consistent, regular way that allows people to see who you are, to know who you are, to come to you, to receive from you, and to pay you for the services that you are giving to them, okay? This is where your prosperity is going to come from, all right? So I want to welcome you to today's talk. I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited too. I'm going to just take a moment and check in and see who's with me. I know that I've got my girl Leanne here with me on Zoom. Thank you so much, Leanne, for joining. Again, if you are on Facebook, check in with me. Let me know you're here. #live or #replay. And if you want the workbook, go ahead and type in the word mindset or workbook. Either one will get you the workbook, okay? I see I've got Kim here. Hi, good morning, Kim. And Ju is here. Hey, Ju, nice. I'm so glad that you got to join us. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Now, so let me keep my notes lit up here. All right, so let's start off today. So the topic for today is 5 mindset shifts you need to make in order to be prosperous in your business. Now, a lot of people think that prosperity simply means successful with an abundance of good fortune, right? And that is absolutely true, but I want to just call to mind, I want to bring a few things to your mind as we think about this, okay, and as we go forward. So, prosperity is a state of stability, comfort, and luxury. Stability, comfort, and luxury. And within the word prosperity, there is a connotation that there is consistency and there is a level of quality. So probably good quality, because things that are low quality or low vibrational don't necessarily sustain, okay? And there are so many exceptions to what I'm talking about. There are so many exceptions, okay? But I don't want you to focus on those exceptions. I want you to focus on what I'm talking about, which is the high quality. Because as a spiritual life coach, you're giving from your soul. We want the quality of what you give to be particularly high. We don't want you delivering things that are base or low or untried, untested, untrue. We don't want you talking about spirituality that's not rooted in truth. We don't want you talking about the conspiracy theories around spirituality. Like, we don't want you doing false manifestation things, like saying, like, all you need to do in order to be, to manifest is to make a vision board. That's all you have to do. Or all you have to do is think positive, right? Toxic positivity is low quality coaching. And I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say that that's good stuff, because it's not, okay? I'm not dogmatic, but I get very dogmatic about certain things, all right? So I want you to be a badass butterfly, which implies that you are a woman of quality. You are a coach of quality, okay? By the way, I keep saying woman, and you can be a man, you can be transgender, it doesn't matter, androgynous, doesn't matter. I'm accustomed to speaking to women because that's the tradition from which I've come, but I'm inclusive. I welcome everyone here. And I'm sorry if you don't like being identified as a woman. I'm sorry, that's what I do. I talk to the woman in you, because we all got it in us. Okay, we all got the man and the woman in us, and the neutral. We got it all in us. So I'm talking to that. So prosperity has the qualities. Sorry, I lost my place here. Prosperity has the quality of consistency and high quality. And here's the other thing that's really important about prosperity. Not everything that is doing well is considered prosperous, okay? Prosperity implies that there is a bit of work that is going into the thing that we're observing, all right? So if you see a landscape, oh Lord, what did I just do? If you, I'm sorry, I'm using the notes on my phone, and this is not my normal thing. So I am all over the place. Here we go. Right, here it is. So when you see a landscape, okay, a beautiful landscape, maybe you're walking out in nature and you see a vista and it's green and it's lush. The first thing you think about is you don't think about prosperity as the first thing that comes to your mind. You might look at this beautiful landscape, you might say it's lush, it's flourishing, it's thriving, but prosperity is a little bit different, okay? Let's see. Prosperity is used more when there's a plan. Somebody had a plan and they endeavored to make that plan real. And then that plan came through with success. They did work to build it. And then after it's been built and all the pieces have come together, then we call that something that is prospering, because we know that there is work that has gone into it. And it's because of that work and the love and the nurturing and the focus and the blood, sweat, and tears that nurtures and feeds and calls in that prosperity. I hope that makes sense. I would love to hear you all about I would love to hear your feedback about what prosperity means to you. This is Crystal Lynn's definition, and tell me if it resonates or if it speaks to you. Let me know what you think, okay? Now, okay. Prosperity is also an inner and an outer state. All right. So there's an inner state of prosperity and an outward state of prosperity. The inward state of prosperity is connected to the divine feminine. It's linked to spirit, creativity, energy, and love. Like those things we feel, but we don't necessarily see. Like we can feel them, we can experience them inside, but they are internal processes. Outwardly, the expression of prosperity is linked to the divine masculine. So the inward is the divine feminine, just like the moon. Okay, there's consistency in my philosophy, y'all. Okay. And outwardly, like the sun, there is the divine masculine, okay? And the way your prosperity shows up outwardly is through consistency, reliability, and there's a level of manageability, structure, and even order, all right? Now, y'all, if I am not making sense, y'all let me know. And please let me know what you all are thinking about what prosperity means in the comments, okay? So one of the things that's important about prosperity, and I want you all to start getting this in your heads very often, is that there is consistency. Consistency. Because, for example, let's say that you set up a lemonade stand, and on the first day of your lemonade stand, everybody's excited about you being there, and everybody comes to your lemonade stand, and everybody's there. The mayor comes out, and you're 8 years old, and you got your lemonade, and you just sold your first glass of lemonade to the mayor for 25 cents, and then everybody wants to buy your lemonade because the mayor bought it, and it's exciting and new because it's the first day, and you're excited, okay? Now, day two, you did very well on day one. Day two, maybe the mayor's not there, he's moved on, and everybody's kind of going back to work, and you got maybe only 10 people that show up. And then maybe on day three, you have only 2 people. And then on day one, because all the hype is gone, day four, the hype is gone, you got just maybe 1 person, or maybe you don't have anybody. So we cannot say that that lemonade stand is prospering because it had just 1 good day, and then it had a little bit of fallout, and then there was no energy to keep it going. So the divine masculine aspects of prosperity imply that there is consistency, a consistent flow of clients. Consistency also works with the divine feminine because there's a consistent flow of energy, right? Consistent ideas. How am I going to promote my lemonade stand today? How am I going to get another celebrity to come and buy my lemonade stand? How am I going to create a newsletter that keeps my lemonade stand at the forefront of everyone's minds and thoughts so that there is a consistent flow of clients or customers coming to my lemonade stand? All right. So I hope this is making sense, y'all. But it's important to understand that prosperity works two ways. And very often in the spiritual community, we'll hear people talking about being open to the divine feminine and being even, working in the divine masculine. But what does that mean for prosperity? Well, when you hear most people talking about prosperity, they're looking at the outward justifications or the out picturing of prosperity. Are there a lot of customers? Is it making money? Do they look successful? Is everybody getting paid? Are they able to grow and expand? Okay, those are the outward trappings. And I, again, would say that those things are all measurable and they're things you can see and they're outward. I would say that's the realm of the divine masculine. What we don't want to forget, though, particularly us as spiritual life coaches, is that there is also the inward expressions. So making sure that we are consistently opening ourselves daily, every day, consistently connecting to the divine feminine, consistently bringing in the creativity, the ideas, okay? And then working with the masculine to give birth so that we are having a consistent flow, all right? This is where prosperity comes from, okay? And Ju has typed in, prosperity is stability and abundance as a result of hard work, passion, resilience, and persistence. Yes, Ju, you named, have you been looking at my notes? Have you been looking at my notes, my friend? Because that's really good. I love your definitions. This is beautiful, beautiful. So let's take a look now. And my phone keeps going off and it keeps, every time it goes off, it goes back up to the top. So let me see if I can try to keep it on. Okay, the question I have for you is now, let's take a look at what stops us from prospering, all right? So I have a couple of things that are really important that stops us from prospering. And these are also connected to the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So one of the things that really stops us from prospering in our business, but also in other areas of our lives, is when the divine feminine, we have a wonderful, beautiful connection to the divine feminine, but when the divine feminine rules us instead of us ruling it in our lives, this becomes problematic. And I see this a lot in the spiritual community. When the divine feminine is running rampant in your system, you are overly emotional. You're afraid of change, or rather, sorry, let me back that up. You're overly emotional. You get downloads and downloads and downloads, and you get so many downloads, you can't do anything with them. And you haven't learned how to slim the tap a little bit or slim the flow, or you cut yourself off from the flow altogether, okay? So we love the divine feminine, but too much divine feminine is not good for us. We need to be in balance. Keep in mind, as much as I love and respect the goddess, keep in mind that goddesses are wild, and they can be wild and crazy. They can be extremely destructive. They can be smothering. They can deplete you. They can take from you. Okay. So your job is to be in a relationship with the divine feminine like a grown-ass woman, not like a child who's, oh, I surrender to the goddess mother, have your way with me. No, you need to stand up like a grown-ass woman and stand with the goddess in harmony and in balance. And when you are bringing her in, this is your body, this is your experience. You don't let energy come into you and just have its way with you like you're its bitch. You don't do that. When you do that, you get sick, you get ravaged, because the divine feminine is wild, untethered, unbridled energy. Okay. So when you bring her in, you be in a solid place. You know who you are. You bring her in and you establish the rules of how you're going to work with her. And when you're done, you release. Okay. So this can show up, too much divine feminine energy can show up as being out of control with your emotions. You're sad, you're hyper, you can't settle down, you have ADD, you can't focus. You are attached to old heartbreak. You can't stop feeling your feelings enough to do your work and to focus. You are allowing the emotions to control you instead of you being and letting emotions flow through you. You're just a mess with your emotions. It's also the same thing in your mind. When the divine feminine, if you open up, oh yeah, you can get all sorts of ideas, but you don't need to just be open to every idea. Your job is to be open to the ideas that suit you, that bring you joy, that you want to work with in your life. The ideas that the divine feminine gives you that are delicious and that you want to invest time into. Because keep in mind, just because you have an idea for a book doesn't mean that you snap your finger and the book is written, hey, I can move on to the next idea. No, you have an idea for a book, you have to write that book. You have to outline that book. You have to research that book. So, what you think is, oh, I'm going to write this book, I'll have it done this weekend. And here you are 5 years later, because you realize that that's a much bigger task than the divine feminine originally led you to believe. Okay. This is the kind of thing that is really, really important to understand. So one of the reasons why more people are not prosperous, particularly in our community, is because we are so attached to the divine feminine and we've not actually learned how to manage her. All right. Also, issues around the divine feminine, limiting beliefs. Okay, so the feminine is a part of our emotional self and our energetic self, but she's also a part of our belief processes. And that combination of negative emotion, which is also the realm of the divine feminine, with experiences. So negative emotions mixed with difficult experiences in life can cause you to misuse the divine feminine. So you're reacting to things that have happened to you in life with fear, with withdrawal, negative emotions, with loathing, with anxiety, with self-doubt. This is the misuse of the divine feminine. And then, of course, from those negative experiences, you create negative thought patterns. This is also the realm of the divine feminine. All of these negative thought patterns, I can't do that, I don't know how, this happened to me when I was a child, I'm never going to let that happen to me again. All of these things that are holding us back, these things stop us from being prosperous in our work as adults living today. Now, there's also, of course, the masculine aspect of this. And with the masculine, it can come in the form of being too rigid and too wedded to structures. It can also be that part where we block off the divine feminine, okay? So the divine masculine, when we are suffering with the divine masculine and we're not allowing prosperity to flow, it's usually because we're trying too hard in the 3D world to create. We're too attached to the 3D world. We're too wedded to logic and structure. We're listening to the news. And when they say, oh, there might be, inflation is going up and there might be a recession, we're saying, my goodness, I can't start my divine coaching business, even though I have this great opportunity to start my business. I can't do that because we're in a recession, okay? That is too much divine masculine energy. And so what we have to learn how to do, especially if we want this prosperity, is we have to learn how to balance between the feminine and the masculine. And we have to learn how to manage both of these energies within ourselves, all right? Okay, y'all, that was a mouthful. Let me check in and make sure everybody's okay. If y'all have any questions, I probably need to refresh and see if there's anything new that's going on, because it looks like you all are good. So I'm gonna keep on rolling. So last week, look, before the live stream, I normally try not to eat before the live stream, but today I ate and I had chocolate cake. So Crystalline might be on a sugar high right now, and she might be on a caffeine high. So there might be a reason why her energy is so high right now. But anyway, I hope that I'm not, I hope that I'm clear. I don't mind being, energetic, but I do want to make sure that I'm clear, and I want to make sure that I'm making sense. So last week, I talked about the 4 qualities that you need, the 4 mindset qualities you need to succeed in your business, right? And we talked about having higher self-reliance. We talked about having a fearless attitude. We talked about having strong self-efficacy, right? And we talked about having being really, really strong and willing to learn everything that you need to do, okay? So what we're doing today is building on those kinds of ideas. And last week, and ultimately, ladies, what I'm wanting to do for you is to let you know that your calling to become a certified spiritual life coach is real. I want you to know that that's real. When Spirit calls you to this, it's real. And what you have to do is honor that calling. And I want to help you become a spiritual life coach who has dignity. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have seen a few life coaches who are not doing the work, and they are suffering, and there is I don't want to say that they're undignified, because that's not actually how I would describe them. They're shortchanging themselves because they are unwilling to do the work to make themselves educated and to make their businesses structurally sound. And look, y'all, Spirit called you and Spirit talks to you, and that stuff is real. I know that, and that is valuable. But in order to make Spirit stuff the highest vibration, you have to aim high. And in today's world where we've got YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram making it very easy to make a video and get a lot of likes, but nobody's questioning. Like, people are looking at influencers and nobody's really looking behind the scenes to see, like, well, how much of this is actually real and how much of this is illusion? Like, it's all smoke and mirrors. And most of that shit is smoke and mirrors. And what I want for you is to not be a smoke and mirrors life coach. I want you to be the real deal. I want you to be that woman who may not have a lot of people following her, but when somebody comes to her, they know who she is, what she has to offer, and they are willing to pay her the big bucks because she is a woman who is in integrity with her work, with herself, and with her work, of course. If her work is good, it's because she's good. She knows who she is. That's what I want for you. And there is not only my way, okay, but I'm lucky in that I've had a lot of experience. I've been working in the spirit industry for over 20 years, okay? I started off as a tarot reader, then I became a massage therapist and body worker. Then I opened my own brick and mortar wellness center. I had 20 people working for me, okay? I know a lot about this industry, and I like spiritual people who have good spiritual businesses, because their shit is good. Their shit is good. They are talking truth. They write books. They get shit done. They are handling their business. And I like that. And they are consistently building their client lists and their classes and their following with high quality. I like that. And that's what I want for you. So the things that I'm talking about and the things you'll hear from me in my League of Badass Butterflies and the emails that you get and the things that I write about on Facebook and on my blog are about being in integrity with spirit, but also making wise business decisions so that you can actually create a business that thrives, okay? So today, I've got for you 5 mindset shifts, all right? So let me get into the mindset shifts because let's talk about mindset shift number 1. Okay, so the old mindset, or the mindset that is dangerous, okay, is I'm an employee. I've never worked for myself, therefore I may not succeed, okay? That is a belief that many people have, or it's a fear that many people possess, okay? And you can make up you can switch those words around as you want to, but the idea is ultimately that you've never run a business before. And the thing is, you've relied on somebody else to pay you, okay? You've relied on someone else to tell you what time to show up to work. You've relied on somebody else to tell you what to do. They've created the job and you've come in to fill it, okay? That has got to shift. That has got to shift. You can no longer have that I'm an employee mindset if you're going to be prosperous in your own divine coaching business. You have to shift that mindset to, I can figure out how to build my own business. I can figure out how to create my own career, my own vocation. Okay, I can learn this. All right. Now, what is the shift? Okay, the shift is obviously about being the entrepreneur, all right? But here's the thing that's really important. You've got to go all in on being the entrepreneur, the spiritual business owner. You have to go all in. And what I mean by that is you have to be and sorry, let me clarify, because I do not mean that you have to leave your 9-to-5 job and go work on your business. No, you most likely have to stay on your 9-to-5 job and build your business. And when I say go all in, you need to do whatever it takes to make your business real. Okay. It might take you a long time because you have to work a 9-to-5 job, but that's okay. Nobody's business gets built overnight. Okay. You need years to build a business. So starting now, while you have a 9-to-5 job, simply means that you have a great investor in your business. Your boss is paying you and investing in your business that you are building while you're working for them. I love that. I think that's the best way to do it, you know? Now, let's see. Let me ask you this, or let me get you to think about this. And I have to remember, thank you for reminding me, Rebecca. Thank you for reminding me that I have to get you the workbook. Does everybody have the workbook? I think Leanne has it here on Zoom because Rebecca posted it, but if not, let's do that. I want to get the workbook opened. And let me just also check in. Yes, thank you so much, Kim. And thank you also, Leanne. Okay, very good. Excellent. All right, let me get my workbook opened. Okay, here we go. Here's the workbook link. There we go. And y'all, I'm going to pause and I'm going to show you all how to use the workbook. I'm going to just go through the workbook really quickly. Share screen. Here we go. There's the, no, do it like this first. Pull the workbook out is what I need to do. There we go. Wait, hold on. Pop. Zoom. Share screen. This is the workbook. Boom. All right, you all should be able to see my workbook now. All right. Okay, there's our workbook. There's our Badass Butterfly Manifesto. And here's an overview of the mindset shifts that you're going to need to make. All right, I'm going to go through these with you right now, but what I want you to do is just to hop down into the workbook section real quick. And for this week, what I want you all to do is to, I want you to do some work on yourself. Obviously, it's a workbook, so I want you to do some work on yourself. I want you to write down 3 limiting beliefs that might be holding you back from being a successful spiritual healer and life coach. All right. So write down 3 beliefs that are holding you back. And then what I want you to do is for each one of those beliefs. Okay. So here's belief number 1, belief number 2, and belief number 3. For each one of those beliefs, I want you to write down what is the, you can identify the belief here, but what I want you to do is to write down the negative thought pattern that comes from that belief. So for example, if I believe that, well, I've never made more than $2,000 a month, that's probably the most money that I can make. Or here's a belief. I hear this all the time from people. Oh, I'll never live in a place like that. I could never live in a place like that. Okay. So let's say that that's my limiting belief number 1. Okay. The negative thoughts that can come from something like that is, I'll never be more successful than XYZ. I'll always be I'll always be behind. That person may never, somebody of that quality would never want to associate with me, or that guy would never want to date me, or I could never, I could never live in a foreign country because I could never afford to, have that kind of a lifestyle, that I'm always going to have to work all my life. I won't be able to retire. There are all sorts of beliefs that can come from the core limiting beliefs. Okay. So what I want you to do is identify your first limiting belief and then write down the negative thoughts that go along with it, but also write down the feelings and emotions that go along with that negative belief. So if I have the belief that I could never live in a beautiful house, then the feelings and emotions, if I kind of tuned into that, I might feel disempowered. I might feel small. I might feel powerless, or maybe like I'm lacking. I might be lacking resources or something like that. Okay. So, hold on just 1 second, y'all. I got a little note. It seems, Rebecca, I don't see where, oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, Rebecca, I think my bad. Never mind. Ain't nothing wrong here. Okay, we're good. Rebecca, you're still logged on, right? Send me a little note on Zoom to let me know that you are still logged on, that I'm just kind of misreading the form. I mean, misreading the chat. So write down your feelings and emotions that go along with that belief. And then write down your habituated reactions, all right? Your habituated reactions are the ways that you habitually react to that belief. So every time you see a beautiful home, like you go driving and you drive through a beautiful neighborhood and you look at these beautiful homes and you think, I could never live here. And then like even just triggering that belief is a habituated reaction, but also maybe maybe you have a habituated reaction of oh gosh, actually, sorry, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the chain of how these things work together. When that belief triggers, the negative thought patterns are habituated, the feelings and emotions are also habituated. Now, what I want for you in this third section are the negative actions that you might take, or the negative actions that you habitually don't take. So what I mean is this: when you're walking in that beautiful neighborhood, you see the beautiful house, and there's a part of you that thinks that house is beautiful, I would like to live there. A habituated reaction might be to suppress that thought consciously, where you say, don't think that, you're never going to have it, let's not focus on that, just be grateful for what you have. So a habituated reaction is to suppress your own desire. Then the other thing that happens is subconscious. So, that means you don't even know that you're doing it. Your spirit, when it sees something beautiful that it feels like it's a part of, you feel it, right? Because that's why you think it's beautiful. That's why you're like, oh, that's a beautiful house. It's because you're connected to that beauty. You're seeing yourself reflected in that beautiful home. You're seeing your magnificence reflected there. A habituated reaction that can be subconscious is that association with the beauty never actually reaches your conscious mind, because your subconscious processes are shutting it down. Okay, so these are examples of habituated reactions. Now, you could also have more obvious negative reactions or habituated reactions, that might be something like you have a reaction that says, rich people suck. I don't want to be rich. I'm going to go over here and reinforce my belief that rich people suck and that it's better to be poor, right? And whatever those kinds of actions that follow, maybe that could be going home and binge watching Netflix instead of working on your business, or overeating instead of doing your yoga, or instead of working out. Okay, so what I'm having you do in this exercise, in this workbook, is to look at your beliefs and to understand the influence that your beliefs are having on your thoughts, emotions, and your actions. All right. If y'all have any questions, if you have any questions, please let me know. Sorry, I'm getting some weird notices from Facebook. Sorry, I don't know what in the world is going on. My technology these days, I'm just going to ignore. Just ignore, Crystal, and you're okay. All right. Very good. If you all have any questions, let me know. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. I see Rebecca is on stuff. Very good, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay, so if y'all have any questions about how to use the workbook, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share, and I'm going to talk to you about those. I'm going to talk to you about the remaining mindset shifts. Okay, and I'm going to do that within the next 6 minutes because I'm fast like that. All right, here we go. Scrolling in my notes. All right, so the next mindset, is this number 2? Yes. So the next mindset shift that we need to look at is about connecting to the divine feminine and connecting to your desire. Okay, so here's the problem. You see yourself as a spiritual life coach, and you have this really big, wonderful dream. You know you're spiritual. You can imagine yourself as a coach. You've got your essential oils that are, permeating your space. You've got your crystals, you've got the beautiful music in the background, you've got the drum, you've got the singing bowls, you're doing sound healing, and you can see yourself doing this work. You've got tea, and your client is on the other end of the call. You're on a Zoom session, or maybe they're live in your space, okay? And you can feel this, and you're excited about this, and maybe you even see yourself doing a retreat in Costa Rica. All right, you know that this would be so cool, and the idea of working on your 9-to-5 job feels like a burden. It feels like a limit, okay? But you just don't know how to get there. So the thing that we need you to do, the second mindset shift, is to really focus on that desire, okay? To use your divine feminine connection to focus on desire. Now, the first mindset shift is about going all in and really investing your whole person in this desire to be a life coach, committing to it. I'm going to do this. The second prosperity mindset shift is about saying yes to the desire and really working to build that dream, spending at least 20 minutes every day imagining yourself as the life coach, imagining yourself building your business, imagining yourself talking to clients, and really using the magic of your creation to fuel the universe and to fuel your your great potential and your future self. Okay, so mindset shift number 2 is about being very, very focused on your desire and nurturing that desire, okay, with your attention. Now, for the third mindset shift, you're going to need to live in your passion. All right. So your passion is going to be really important because your passion is the source of the energy. It's the fire that is going to be your magnetism. All right. It's the thing that's going to call in the things that you want. Now, here is where I want you to educate yourself around the divine feminine. Okay. Educating yourself around the divine masculine, that's going to come in the next couple of mindset shifts. But I love how you all connect to spirit. I love how you all watch videos. But what I want you all doing is going further. I want you to educate yourself around the divine feminine. I want you learning things. I want you learning astrology. I want you reading books. I want you taking classes. I want you investing in educating your mind so that when you are dealing with the divine feminine, you're learning the different structures and how you can use her in form, okay? So living in your passion refers to actually like studying, like for example, doing some frequency paintings. We all love buying frequency paintings, but how about you actually do a frequency painting yourself? Get your tarot cards. Read your tarot cards, right? Live in your passion. Go to the crystals, fair. Learn about the crystals. Learn about astrology. Do your meditation. Learn about meditation. Nurture your passion by learning and studying about the divine feminine and spirituality. All right? Now, the fourth prosperity mindset shift has to do with the divine masculine. Now, y'all, I talk a lot about being in the divine masculine because I really love the divine masculine. I love the work. I love organization. I love structure. And I have a Virgo moon. And so I find safety in structure and organization. So you're going to always hear me talking a lot about that. So the problem with that we kind of are facing, hold on one second, let me catch up to myself here, right? Right. So what we want to do with the divine masculine is to understand that by taking our divine feminine ideas and bringing them into form, you are an entrepreneur, okay? Entrepreneurs like Tim Ferriss are so connected to the divine feminine. Any entrepreneur, anybody who has started a business is hugely connected to the divine feminine. Their ideas for business are coming from the divine feminine. Do they say that? Most likely no, but you and I know that, okay? So what I'm telling you is this is just an entrepreneurial understanding. The divine feminine is bringing you your ideas, okay? But what you have to do is take responsibility and apply the divine masculine to it. So you've got to make bold decisions about what you are going to do with these wonderful ideas that you're making, that you're getting, that you're receiving from the divine feminine. Okay, so what I want you to do is to focus on what I want you to do. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes and I got myself all turned around. So what I want you to do is to remember that you are an entrepreneur and that part of your job is making money. All right, in the comments, I want to know who feels triggered by the idea of having to make money as a spiritual life coach. Who feels triggered in any way around money as a spiritual life coach? Just put a little word in the comments and let me know, okay? Now, the reason I ask is because most spiritual women in particular have issues around asking for money. And I see Leanne just sent me a note. Thank you, Leanne. Money has always been a challenge for me. Yeah, totally understand that. And I totally understand why. Okay, don't worry. This mindset shift that I'm talking about around making bold decisions is really about making a bold decision for yourself as a woman. And this builds on the previous mindset shifts that I was talking about. The bold decision is to say, yes, I'm going to create this thing, this desire that I've created, that the divine feminine has given me, but I'm going to take full responsibility for it. And the biggest bold decision is that I take responsibility for my financial destiny. Okay, this is huge and scary, okay, because you immediately think, yeah, how am I going to give up my job and make money for myself? But what I want you to know is that if you make this mindset shift, you won't have to worry because you will learn how to make money. But before you can learn how to make money, you've got to take the responsibility, and you have to make that badass, I'm gonna be like a man in the 3D world, and I'm gonna say yes, that I have the right to create my own money. Okay, so Danica says yes, and Ju says, I think I may not feel triggered anymore, but for so long I did. Yeah, Ju, you and I are in the same, we're in the same boat, okay? I used to feel triggered around it, and now I totally get it. And look, y'all, the universe is always going to support you because you're doing this with the universe, okay? But you do have to take three-dimensional responsibility to do things. This is why I tell y'all, don't just quit your 9-to-5 job and be like, oh, I'm going to start my own business. Start your own business first, okay? Start seeing how to make money, start earning some money, and then you can feel more comfortable leaving your 9-to-5 job. All right. And look, I'm the first also to admit that, okay, I did leave my 9-to-5 job. I worked on my 9-to-5 job for about a year. Okay. And I was working, it's literally, I was working on my 9-to-5 job, for 50 hours a week. And then I was working in my own business for all the other time. But I loved it. It was so much fun. It was exciting, and it was perfectly fine. I'm so glad I did it. I would not do it any other way. And Lord knows, if I had to work for somebody else right now, I wouldn't. I couldn't. I would get fired because there's no way. And this is, I've learned how to do it. I've learned, and you can learn too. Let me give you all the last mindset shift, okay? And the last mindset shift is also my favorite because it is about dedicating yourself to structure, all right? It's about dedicating yourself to structure. So understanding, and this is what I've been saying all along, you've got to make the shift, okay? We are talking about creating prosperity. Remember that prosperity is about having consistency. And in order for you to have consistency in the world, you need to have structures in place. The structures need to be reasonable. They need to be repeatable and all that kind of thing. And that's where the business training comes in. But this is the realm of the masculine. Now, I want to just show you again here in our workbook, on this little page that Rebecca has put together for us. Again, this is a breakdown of the 5 mindset shifts that you need to make. These 3 really have to do with the divine feminine. Well, okay, look, number 1 can be the feminine and the masculine. Just a quick recap. This is about going all in. All right. So this is about going all in and understanding that this is going to be a job. Your prosperity is dependent on the divine feminine connection and your divine masculine action. All right. And understanding that you're going to need to do both in order to be successful and to be prosperous. Mindset number 2, the shift, is about connecting to the divine feminine. Okay, this is a divine feminine thing. This is about focusing on your desire, using your imagination to visualize, to help you feel it in your body, to get your emotions on board so that your feminine energy is all moving toward the thing that you desire. The 3rd mindset shift is also about the divine feminine, and this is living in your passion. So feeding all those things that you're passionate about around spirituality. You know, if you love the divine feminine, you love going to goddess circles, you can do that kind of thing. That feeds your passion. You can read books. You can, you can go to drumming circles. You can go and learn about herbs. You can go and learn about essential oils, educate yourself. Feed that passion. That's going to add to your prosperity because it's adding to who you are. Remember, prosperity is an internal process and it's an external process. Okay. The 4th mindset shift is about accentuating the divine masculine with bold decisions. Well, the bold decision that I want you to make is to be the one in charge of your financial future, to be the person who says, you know what, fuck it, I don't need a corporation to pay me. I can figure out how to create money, to generate money myself. And you can. I can show you how. I can teach you how. It's doable, okay? But you got to make that bold decision. And once you do, this is going to support and feed your prosperity. All right. And then this last one, this last mindset shift is my favorite. It's about the divine masculine again. And it's about understanding that you're going to have to dedicate yourself to structure. Okay, it's not about just being, I'm feminine and God is going to do everything for me. No, God's not going to do everything for you. You are here to do, you are here to create. Okay, you are here to write, you are here to channel, you are here to build, you are here to write books, to do your thing. Okay, you have to do it. All right. Boom, that is an overview of our mindset. And that is all that I have to say. Are there any questions? Is there any feedback? Is there anything that you all want to share or ask before we sign off for this week? Now, while you all are typing anything in for me that you might want to share, I want to invite you, if you are ready to get started as a spiritual life coach, then I want to talk to you. Let's book a strategy call to discuss your coaching business, okay? Let's book that this week. I have a new session that starts the first week of April. I think it's April 4th that we start. I'd have to look that up. But you would want to get on a strategy call with me now so that we can get you prepared and enrolled and ready to start working now. If you enroll now with me, you will have your business up and running within a year, okay? By this time next year, you will be You'll be on Zoom. By this time next year, you will be on Zoom like I'm on Zoom right now, okay? You're going to be talking to a bunch of wonderful people about your coaching program that you will have created, okay? You will be talking to people about your spiritual philosophy that you will have built and written. That's what we do in my program. I walk you through everything, and all of my people are doing it. It is exciting, okay? By this time next year, you would be a certified badass butterfly spiritual life coach with your own business, and you would be on your way to making your first $50,000 as your own business owner, your own spiritual entrepreneur. All right. So if you are excited about this, then book a session. Rebecca, can you please put the link to the discovery session also on Zoom, just in case our ladies here want to connect with me? And here's the point though, ladies. Here's the thing. I really want to talk to you, but maybe we should chat first. All right. So you can send me an email, or you can write me on Facebook. Okay. The reason I'm saying this is that I want to make sure that you're ready before we get on a call. People very often want to talk to me before they're ready. And as much as I love and appreciate you, I don't want to talk to you until you're ready. This is not this ain't nothing but serious time management. I don't have time to talk to people on a personal phone call who isn't ready to make the decision. I make a lot of videos. I write literally every month, I write hundreds of pages of valuable information. And I know some of y'all here, some of y'all watch my videos, and I thank you for that. You all watch my videos and you are learning, and so you all are getting yourselves educated, which is what I like. You're getting yourselves ready, okay? So don't book your strategy call until you are ready to actually sign up and to make a decision about coming into my program, okay? This is just to help us both understand that both of our time is valuable, okay? Both of our time is valuable. And this is how it works. I can't talk to everybody about your coaching dream. I'm happy to do that here in the context. Anybody who wants to be like, Crystal, while we're on this live stream, can I share my coaching dream with you? Yes, you can. That's what the live streams are for. All right. But just make sure that when you're booking in a strategy call, it's because you're actually ready to make a decision and to come into this work seriously. All right. All right, my friends. Very good. I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday, okay, for our next live stream. And Danica says, wait, hold on. Danica says, I'm opening a sports complex for youth. Being a spiritual coach will better my youth. You are damned right, Danica. That's funny that you say that, because I was praying to God the other day. I'm like, why are we not teaching this stuff in schools? Why are we not talking about this kind of like new age spirituality and connection to source and connection to self? Why are we not? Why is this not a part of every school year? Anyway, so thank you, Danica. Very good. Excellent. And yes, you're welcome, Kim. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, Siri. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you all next Tuesday on time. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.